Hmm. We know the most fun scene was, in the finale of the second season when the freighter gets blown up. That was so fun because that actually was happening. Like that, they literally took the freighter, like they had to build a tank around it to hold the water, and like the explosion was, they had a real explosion and the water's just shooting in, and they're shooting they have these things called zerks, which they shoot them at you, and they're actually like pellets that explode. So when they hit something, it looks like a gunshot. Though those zerks hurt because they'll explode and you'll get hit with those particles. But it's fun because you really feel like you're getting shot at. And then there's that giant waterfall that I get to get pulled through, and I'm just soaking wet, you're in your clothes, and I'm getting pulled on rings through the waterfall, and that was a really fun day.
You right there? Huh?
How are you? How are you doing?
I'm really good, actually. I'm having a good day. Everybody here has been so nice. It's been lovely meeting everyone.
Is that it?
Okay, I know you can't say much about the show and where it's going. I know you guys are already in season 3, but where would you like to see your character go? Do you have any input on what your character does, the script, and things like that?
Writing-wise, no input. And it's the writers and the producers and stuff. It's their vision with that. Where we do get to have a lot of input is with our character, how we are, if we would say that, how we would react, how we would take something. We get to interpret that, but their writing is, they're set. I can't be like, hey, in this episode, Sarah's going to Hawaii on a vacation.
I think in the burgundy shirt back there, he's had his hand up for a while. Yep, go ahead. If you were approached by Warner Brothers to start a film, Justice League film.
I'd be like, man, we'll see. I'm just kidding, yeah,
Okay, right in front. Yep.
Childhood what?
Cartoon.
Oh. Rugrats.
How easy is it to do your Black Canary costume?
That's a good question. It is actually a little bit difficult. Everything is very well made, and it is a full-blown corset, like an actual corset. So bending at the waist doesn't really happen. It's one of those things. But when you put it on, I feel it. I feel tough in my boots and walking, and though it's sitting down, it's I can't sit like this. I always have to be all up, but it's worth it to look cool.
And the Superman shirt.
It was Canary, and it was the scene where, I think that was the first day, when Laurel's got the vigilante task force, and everyone's pointing at him, and then I come crashing through the ceiling. It was really cool, to just kind of see it all come to life and get to do everything, and you got all this action stuff going on. It was really fun.
How many places have you guys actually shot scenes for Era? How many countries, or is it all done in the U.S.?
We actually shoot in Vancouver, so we shoot in Canada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and everything is right there. And we go around on a bunch of different rooftops around the city, and we also have stages for where Verdant is. It's a stage, and even the fuselage is it's inside. It's a stage, and then other parts of it will go out into the forest and shoot.
What do you like better, being inside building scenes or in the forest scenes? Or
It depends, because in Vancouver in the middle of winter and it's 30 degrees and snowing, it's really nice to be inside.
You mentioned your first scene when you saved Era. you use the canary cry, and I don't think I've seen you do that in the rest of the season. Will we see that anymore in the seasons to come?
That's a good point. She does use it again. When I know, like, remember that the van scene? I know I had it there, and then it.
There's a second one.
But yeah, sometimes I'm like, wait, why don't I use my canary cry like up in here right now? It's really useful. Yeah.
It's Sarah.
No, I don't know. It's really cool because the Flash, they shoot right next door to us. So like some days, like Grant will just come by like on set and say hi, and we're like get to see all them. So it's cool. I mean, I think that's going to be a really cool part of the third season is these crossovers that are going to happen, and I think it's going to make it really interesting to kind of, I don't know, it makes like the world just more real because there's another world that can interact with it.
Do you have any plans to go overseas, specifically to the Philippines, anytime soon?
Do I have any plans right now? No. But I would love to go to the Philippines. It's a beautiful country. Are you taking like live Twitter questions from someone in the Philippines?
Who would you say is the biggest jokester on set?
Gosh, I think, well, Steven keeps everything pretty light. He's always making jokes and cracking me up and like serious scenes, and he's like sticking his finger in my nose or something.
You see a guest spot on Big Bang Theory coming up?
Yeah, sure, why not? Tell him to give me a ring.
Yep.
Alright, so you said you did a lot of your fight scenes and stuff. Have you ever gotten hurt or had any major things go wrong when you do those scenes?
No, I mean, I've definitely like whacked myself with a bow staff plenty of times, lots of bruises, like learning how to do that. But no major injuries or anything like that.
Okay, there's a moment in second season where Slade is in the cave, and you run at him with your stick, and he grabs you with one hand. How did you guys pull that shot off?
First of all, it's not a stick, it's a bow staff. And we had a rig, so how did we do that? Because he actually, like, there's a wire, so, and that was my double, getting grabbed by the throat. But she ran off the table, so I like did the first part, like running off the table, and then they did it again with her, and she had a rig like on, and she jumped off the table, and then the wire pulls her back, so it stops her, and like they catch her, and then they pull her back.
Scary, you're going to wait for a while? Yes. No, not you.
We'll come back to that. Was you next?
You're next.
In the first episode, there was a different actress playing Sarah Lance. Was there any
Say again. What was the question?
In the first episode, there was a different actress.
Yeah.
Was there any awkwardness with that?
No, I mean, it's one of those things that just happen. The only thing that was weird was, like that outfit that she's wearing? I had to wear the same outfit, and I was like, this is kind of weird because this is some other girl's underwear.
Okay, got it.
Well, we have different directors for every episode, which is fun because you get to work with so many different people. And everybody's so different, with how they kind of communicate with the actors and what their focus is on. But it's fun to get different people every time because they have their own visions and styles and takes on things.
All right, we got time for one more. So, all right, you in the back, all the way. Yeah, you've had your hand up for a while. Go.
Well, if you're going to see with the huntress, you had to say Laurel.
Oh yeah, we had. She's awesome. She's so cute. When we were doing the fight scene, it was like every time we finished, like we were just cracking up laughing. It's fun because it was such a that was the first like real girl fight, right? And it had all those like fun lines of whatever, like Oliver likes to dress up as girls and all these like little cute taglines and stuff. But yeah, it was fun. We had fun.
And the first Birds of Prey moment really on the show.
Yeah. Just need some Oracle up in there.
All right, well guys, we have to wrap it up. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you